Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Octopusie here, back at it again with another video for you guys. And today, I have a very different kind of video for you guys. This is not a stoned story time per se. Today, I have kind of like a retrospective kind of video for you guys. I realized that since I've returned to YouTube, I've never really made a video addressing the camera, never really like talking about the channel at all. And, that was kind of by design. I feel like I did that too much before I quit back in 2019. And that's another thing. I realized I never explained why I quit, or why I returned, or anything like that. Or my vision for the future of this channel, or anything like that, And today, I kind of just want to make this video as like, kind of like a history lesson, I guess, for Octopusie videos. And I kind of want to, I want to kind of see how we got to this moment in time, It's a good moment to kind of look back at the channel, and a good moment to kind of see how much it's evolved over the years and over the decade that it's been around. Yeah, it happened like over a decade ago now. And a lot of you have been around since like 2016, which is crazy to think about, since like the golden age of that year. And trust me, we'll get into that in this video. We'll also get into the dark ages of like 2018 when my channel fell off. We'll talk about that. And yeah, we'll also talk about the resurgence recently. We'll talk about everything going on with the Octopusie, from my perspective, because I've never really made a video like this, just kind of talking about my channel, so yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Sorry, I had to take a hit of justice. Anyways, 2012, okay? This story takes place in 2012. Our story begins in 2012, or I should say better. And 2012 was the year the Mayans predicted the world was going to end. 2012, there was an election. 2012 was when the iPhone 5, I believe, came out. Yeah, it was an interesting time. But one other thing was born in 2012, and that was Octopusie Videos. And Octopusie Videos, at the beginning, was a plush channel, okay? Which basically was kind of like a puppeteering kind of thing. And I was like 10 when I made the channel. I was like, fuck it. So, yeah. And I never really intended the channel to go anywhere or do anything. And for the first couple years, it didn't really do anything. I just kind of used it as like a little hobby on the side to make these little plush videos and shit. And eventually, I also had like a little gameplay kind of thing called the Duck Show that I did on the side. But it was mainly plush, at the time. Anyways, that all changed in 2014, okay? Now, 2014 was the year that I started to take my channel a little bit more seriously, And basically, in 2014, I decided to make this thing during the summer. I basically went on a trip that summer, okay? And on that trip to Guam, I filmed this video called Alex Octopus is a Summer Movie. And I just felt like that was the peak of it, Like, I felt like that's, the best I could do with this plush series, And I just kind of outgrew it, And so, around that same time, I also met a friend at school named Jameson, okay? And this dude encouraged me basically, like, quit the Alex Octopus show that I was doing. And he's like, hey, you should, like, experiment with other videos. And that's what I did, I actually, throughout the summer, this is actually a time of great expansion for my channel, actually, during this period of time. I experimented with more, like, gaming shit. I did like a PS1 review, and I did other stuff. I did, like, a Destiny Let's Play in, like, fall of 2014. Yeah, fall of 2014 was really a time period of experimentation for my channel. But, yeah, and it actually did alright, with the exception of one thing that I'll get to in a minute. But also in 2014, I had these friends, okay, at school as well, that wanted to do, like, a short film with me. And this short film was called Cram, okay? Now, a lot of you may hear that name and get nostalgia hearing that name, but we'll get to that in a minute. What happened with Cram? Now, Cram did not get made in 2014. This short film, like, fell through because a lot of them ended up just bailing on it because they didn't actually want to do it, which, to the, like, power to them, I guess, yeah, anyways, Cram, like, never got made in 2014, and at the time, I was really upset about it, and I was like, because I kind of wanted to make that, like, my channel direction, I actually made a video called The Major Update for Octopusie Videos in 2014, and this is when I formally announced this direction, Instead of just kind of making videos, I announced it, and it actually got disliked at the time. And at the time, that mattered because I didn't have any subscribers. So when I got disliked, I was like, oh shit, that matters, you know? So, yeah, that's how it was in 2014. I ended up, so Cram never got made. Fucking, this kind of new direction that my channel was going, this experimental direction with gaming videos and, like, Let's Plays and shit, was kind of getting, like, rejected at this point, and a lot of people just wanted me to go back to the plush videos, and that's what I did in 2014, in 2015, I mean. But also in 2014, during this time of expansion, I also did some other Let's Plays, like, on other channels. And I did a fucking, like, Let's Play of, like, Club Penguin, believe it or not, with my friend named Ethan. And we did this 10-episode series where we tried to get banned. Honestly, it's one of my favorite, like, videos that I've ever, like, series I've ever been a part of, because it was fucking hilarious. But now it's lost to time, unfortunately. That 2014 content is now lost to time. But yeah, 2015, like I said, I ended up returning to Alex Octopus after doing gaming videos and Let's Plays in like late 2014. Yeah, 2015, I did like mainly ATO on my channel again, but this time I decided to edit it better, and I was like, fuck, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it properly, you know. And that's what I tried to do, you know. I tried to like make it better, but also at the time, I started doing podcasts, and I started doing a Doctor Who podcast, and I also started to like make friends and gain subscribers from that. Like I gained a lot of subscribers in 2015 from doing podcasts and shit. And this was not like the peak, nowhere near the peak yet, you know. This is just kind of a little thing, you know. Now, also during this time, I tried to do my own podcast called the Comedy Cast, and it had to be deleted, a lot of the episodes, because one of the dudes decided to show fucking hentai on it. Yeah, so those are now lost to time as well. Yeah. 2015, I mainly did ATO, and then I also did gaming towards the end. But I was starting to feel kind of unsatisfied with my direction on YouTube in 2015. And this kind of also in 2015, I had some friends that started to get into YouTube as well. Like I had Flaming Slender, and I had Tim, okay, that got into YouTube around the time with his Timoteo channel, okay. And I collaborated with them occasionally, and yeah, that's how it was. We did Agario videos together, but it was mainly plush on my channel. And I was not really satisfied, you know, not really satisfied. And this is when I kind of revived the idea to do Cram. And also, 2016. This is the era you've all been waiting to talk about. Because this, for me, was the peak of my channel. Really. Like, I gained most of my subscribers in 2016. 2016 had some of the most iconic videos from my channel that came out that year, you know. Pokemon Go Fan Club, like... We'll get into the history of that. We'll get into fucking everything. We'll get into all the commentary videos, the story times, how I met fans and shit, all kinds of stuff. We'll get into all of that in 2016. Yeah, 2016. So basically, I had a video called ETO Beyond the World, and it bombed. And I was like, oh shit. Also, I started to take my channel a bit more seriously. 2016. I was like... After the video bombed, I was like, I gotta take this a bit more seriously, you know? Like, this can't just be, like, a lame side project, you know? So that's when I decided to, like... share my videos around and shit like that. And I decided to, I decided to share my videos, because I did not do that before. And I decided to just make my videos better. I decided to switch genres around that time to doing commentary videos, which was a great decision. And just overall, this period of time was a great, like, natural, like, it was like a golden age, you know? I made so many great videos, and, I gained so many subscribers during that time, just doing commentary videos, and I also did other genres, too. This is when my channel became known as, like, a multi-genre channel at the time, because I still did the occasional ATO video, I still did, I mainly did commentary at the time, and I occasionally did, like, fucking... like, Let's Play. I did a bunch of shit, you know. I occasionally did vlogs. You know, I did a bunch of things. I had a video for everybody in 2016. You know, that's how it was. And, the peak of my channel really would be the Pokemon Go Fan Club, in my opinion. Like, that just came out at the perfect time. Like, if you were there on my channel when that came out, you know. And I filmed that with Ethan and Tim. You know, it was my birthday, you know, and we were just fucking around. And we're just like, we're going to record this dumbass video. And it got a bunch of fucking views. And it's one of the videos I'm proud of the most on the channel. Other than the New Year's Time Travelers, which we'll get to a bit later. Yeah. So, after 2016 being a real good time period for my channel, like, I actually had people in 2016 making videos about me, you know. I had people, like, making parodies of me. There was some dude named, like, Zalek or some shit like that. I forget his name. It had a Z in it or something. It wasn't Zalek or... It wasn't anything like that. It had a Z in it, though. But this dude made, like, a fucking, like, parody of me. And I remember watching it. He deleted his channel, and it sucks. And a few other people made, like, videos and shit. And I just remember that, like, damn, this is really, like, good, you know? Over the course of, like, the summer of 16. But nothing good could last forever, you know? And 2017 was the downfall of my channel. And we'll talk about that right now. So 2017, I decided to finally upload Cram, okay? I decided to film it in 2016 after reviving the idea. And I finally decided to drop it after years of hyping it up. And it got tons of views. And I gained subscribers, and it was great. And everything was looking up for my channel. And then I decided to take a break, and I decided to go on a vacation, and I decided to do live streams during that period of time. And at the time, live streams would kill you in the view department on your channel. And that's what happened to me. And when I returned after my vacation, the views were never the same. I stopped growing. All of my videos started to bomb. I did like a water park vlog with my friends, and that did horribly, you know. And at the time, I was like, holy shit. I did a video looking back at, like, old stories that I wrote at one point. That video bombed. A bunch of videos, like, I did story time videos about, like, a camping trip. Those bombed, you know. And I was thinking at the time, damn, things are not looking good for the channel. And then, yeah, also around the time, Tim blew up on YouTube. Like, kind of like how I did in 2016. He blew up in 2017. So he was having his moment in the sun, just like how I did the year before. And he kind of, like, was, like, being a dick about it. He's like, haha, your channel's dead, motherfucker. And that's kind of hilarious to laugh about now. But at the time, that kind of bothered me. But, like, you know, that's funny to joke about now. We're all cool now. And we joke about it to this day, you know. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take another hit. Okay, so 2017, I really did decide on I almost quit YouTube in 2017, guys. 2017, like, I made this video called Legend of Christmas Cooper, and that was going to be my final video on the channel in 2017. Because it just died, you know. There was no point in continuing to do it anymore. I had no passion in doing it anymore. It was just, like, like, you know, I was just not feeling it anymore. And Legend of Christmas Cooper was going to be my final video. And then, I filmed it, and then I decided to go, to, like, mini golf or some shit, and I came up with the idea for God of the Nerds. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I might as well do a web series to kind of close off my channel. And, I intended on quitting after God of the Nerds as well. But, God of the Nerds kind of, like, encouraged me and gave me, like, a new... Like, my channel was still dead in 2018. But I decided to keep going for a little bit, you know? Now, views in 2018 were not good, like I alluded to. Like, now, those 2018 videos, surprisingly, are doing really well. Like, I made a video called, about, we'll get to that in a minute, actually. But, God of the Nerds. God of the Nerds was a series that I filmed with my brother. And it just couldn't get made past episode 2.5, which was actually episode 3, but we had to cut it in half because he quit. Yeah. So after that, after God of the Nerds kind of like God of the Nerds did kind of well, but my channel was still not doing good, you know, in 2018. My channel went back to dying, and I decided to experiment again. I decided to throw shit at the wall to see what stuck. So in 2018, this was another experimental time for my channel. I did commentary videos, and some of these commentary videos now are getting tons of views, like the fucking movie theater one, which at the time bombed. Like it got fucking like jack shit views. Now it's getting views, which is interesting. And a lot of those other 2018 videos, I see people talk about, like the fight video and shit like that. But at the time, those did horrible in 2018. And also in 2018, I tried to tried to do this thing called the Midnight Philosophy, which was this weird show that was a commentary show, but at night. And yeah, that didn't really go very far, and a lot of those got deleted because I didn't like them. And I then did the Octopusie show, which was trying to do everything in one show. It made no fucking sense, and I did one video of it and quit. So 2018 was a bust, in my opinion. Like, a lot of people like those videos now, but at the time, those were just not, like, good videos to make, because I had no idea what the fuck I wanted to do with the channel, And it wasn't like 2016 where I enjoyed making videos. 2018, I did not enjoy what I was doing. And then I decided reluctantly to upgrade my equipment for 2019. And that's when I actually got a resurgence on my channel. 2019, we're going to talk about that now. 2019 was another kind of peak for my channel because I upgraded my equipment and I gained views and subscribers for the first time in years. All thanks to one video called the New Year's Time Travelers, okay? Which is a video I filmed with my friend Sturgis at the time. And me and him decided to film it, and we were just like, shit. Just like goofing around, And it ended up becoming one of my favorite videos that I've ever made, the New Year's Time Travelers. And yeah, honestly, I feel like my channel kind of peaked with the New Year's Time Travelers. It gained a lot of views. I gained subscribers from that. The whole doldrums of 2017 to 2018 were kind of over in 2019. And a lot of people were excited for the direction of my channel, I got a 4K camera with HDR. All of my videos were looking really nice and shit. And yeah, I don't know, my heart was not in it anymore in 2019. And I quit. Instead of continuing on with a New Year's Time Traveler sequel like I announced in a video, I just decided to quit instead. My next video was going to be like a horror kind of video, and I never got to make it because I just said fuck it, and I decided to quit instead. And I made like this final video instead of that horror video that I was making, because I was making like this weird horror video, and I ended up never uploading it, and I uploaded the final video instead that day. And yeah, my channel would have gone in a darker direction if I would have continued in 2019. But honestly, I had to quit, And yeah, I quit for many years. For like 4 years, I did not do YouTube. And I just didn't want to. Like, I saw what content creation did to me, And I didn't even really blow up at all, I just was doing this as a hobby, And I felt burnt out from it, And especially in 2017, 2018, that really killed my enjoyment for YouTube. For years, that killed my enjoyment for YouTube. And, yeah, 2019 was good, though, for my channel. A lot of people still love those videos. And honestly, in terms of video quality, I have to say those 2019 videos are up there, Like, New Year's Time Travelers is peak. But, like all things, all good things had to come to an end. And that's what happened to my channel. And I ended up returning to YouTube, though, after years of not doing it. Now, in between of not doing YouTube, I actually did a podcast, okay, called the Xbox Party Podcast, which is this cringy-ass podcast. And I was just experimenting then with doing, like, story time type shit, just based around my stories, And with this podcast, that's what I was experimenting with. But I was doing this on its own channel, and no one saw it. It was like a secret thing. But finally, a few years later, when I was in college, I decided to say, you know what? I'm going to do Octopusie again as like kind of an ironic thing. At the time, I had kind of like, I had nothing really to do. I was bored as fuck at work. And, I was like, fuck it. Octopusie's going to come back. I have some stoned stories to tell. And in 2023, I decided to return, I decided to come back to YouTube. And that is what I did. I came back with the Sean video, which honestly is one of the funniest videos I've ever made. Like, a lot of people love that fucking Sean video. And, yeah, it was legitimately one of the best videos on the channel, and 2023 was the real resurgence for my channel. I gained a fuck ton of subs after my channel being dead for 4 years, and I'm really grateful for that. Like, the fact that you guys waited around for years is crazy. And, yeah, just, that's where we're at today, you know? Like, I've returned to YouTube, just doing these stone story times, just kind of fuck around, you know? I don't know if I'll ever take my channel as seriously again as I did in 2016, but who says that I really have to, you know? Like, maybe times change for a reason. And, yeah. I know this is kind of a, yeah, maybe times change for a reason, and, yeah. Also, it's just crazy to see how many genres I've done over the years, and how much I've evolved, and there's a few things I would have done differently on my time on YouTube, like, to prolong my channel, like, looking back at it now. Like, in 2016, when I was at my peak, I probably would have done more collaborations, you know? I should have done more collabs, honestly. But I didn't, for some reason, because I thought that, like, I don't know. A lot of people reached out to do collabs, and I just didn't want to do them in 2016. But, you know, I should have done it. You know, I should have done it. And, I feel like if Cram actually got made in 2017, like, the full series instead of just the one episode, things could have, like, blossomed, you know? Because Cram originally was supposed to be a 10-episode series, okay? And that's why it was so hyped up for so long. And I put all my eggs in that Cram basket, you know? And if Cram would have gotten made in 2016, 2017, fully, damn, my channel would have, like, lived for another, like, couple years, you know? You know? Who knows what the future would have held. But yeah, also, I kind of wish in 2019 I would have made that horror video as well, you know? Instead of making the final video, you know? But, you know, you can't go back and change the past, you know? Octopusie videos, you know, going forward, I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be. Like, I don't, like, this channel is, like, a goofy fucking, I don't know, it's a goofy fucking thing. And it's crazy that you guys still watch it after all this time, after all these years. You guys are still watching Octopusie fucking videos. And, yeah, this has been kind of like, yeah, it's just insane for me to think about, to fathom that I still have subscribers that are from 2016 and 2015, you know, that still check out my shit, and they still are, like, hyped, and they still remember all these events. And what do you guys think? What is your favorite, like, year for my channel? Like, a lot of people like my 2016 stuff. A lot of people like my fucking newer shit, you know? And, some people like my 2018 stuff, which is interesting to me, because that shit bombed. So, I don't know, that's what the thing with this channel. There's a lot of different stuff in here for different people. From my vlog era in 2017, where I mainly did vlogs and shit, like, that's another thing I feel like a lot of people didn't like in 2017. That kind of separated it from 2016. In 2016, I did mainly commentary videos as the main genre. In 2017, I did vlogs, you know. And maybe that transition didn't jive well with people, you know. I've heard that before. And, yeah, who knows? It's interesting to just look back at your channel years later, you know. And in the future, for my channel, who knows what I'm going to do. I may go back to doing, like, IRL type videos in the future. I may do skits in the future, because I have been writing some scripts. Maybe I'll do something that's similar to New Year's Time Travelers in the future. Like, I could totally see myself doing that in a couple years' time. Or I could, like, disappear for another few years. And this may be the last video on my channel for a couple years. But, yeah. I feel like I'll always be doing videos to some capacity. And, you know, this is just a little peek into my mind right now as I'm looking back at this whole YouTube career. And I don't know what I'm going to title this fucking high-ass rant that I went on, because that's what this is. This is a high-ass rant, because I'm stoned as fuck. And I'm going to go drink water because my mouth is dry soon. And, yeah. Anyways, I hope this made sense to all of you people, and it's not just some stone dude talking to the camera. So, yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys watched all of it, because that's another thing. Long-form videos are in now. That's another thing. In 2018, one of the videos that bombed I remember was like this fucking Arizona vlog. And now if I released that today, I could guarantee that would get views. Like if I re-released it and re-uploaded it, like that's the thing. Times change, you know, and it's interesting to see like how some things, you know, that's another. What I'm getting on a different topic entirely, but yeah, guys, that's my little opinion on my YouTube career. Some of my regrets on my YouTube career. Some of the things I wish I did differently. Some of the things that like I love about my channel. Some of the videos I love, like the Pokemon Go fan club, New Year's Time Travelers, the Stone Story Times, Cram. You know, those are videos I hold really dear to my fucking channel. You know, and going forward, who knows what I'm gonna fucking do? I've been saying that for like 3 minutes straight, but yeah, I'm just in a really good mood today. I've been smoking some weed, and I'm gonna go drink some water. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Goodbye, farewell, and adios.